Olympian Carl Lewis puts his estate up for sale, so does Meg Ryan's hairstylist. These are just two of the private properties our mansion team is featuring this week. Joining us now to discuss is WSJ real estate reporter Lauren Schuker Blum. She is in Beverly Hills. Thanks for being with us, Lauren.
Thanks for having me.
Let's start with Meg Ryan's hairstylist. Let's just go there. What's she got for sale?
Yeah, so she has a house in Truesdale, which is part of Beverly Hills. It's a very hot area. And this house is on the market for $6.9 million. It's super modern with, accordion glass walls. There's a very, kind of curved swimming pool and a curved roof line to match the pool, terrazzo floors. So it's a great deal. And Sally Hershberger is a really well-known stylist. She created Meg Ryan's famous shag haircut. And she mostly lives on the East Coast. The house has been for rent for the past 5 years, and it's finally on the market. So it's a great kind of very LA modern style house, and pretty good price.
Very different feel of a house from a very different guy, Carl Lewis, the Olympian. That's coming up for sale in New Jersey. Tell us about his place.
Yeah, so this is it's very different than Sally's house. In place of the kind of sleek modern floors, you have a very kind of cozy home. It's for sale for only about $1 million, so it's actually a great deal. And there's a big fireplace in the living room with stone. There's an indoor swimming pool that Carl Lewis actually redid himself. So it's a nice kind of cozy house. With a lot of amenities. There's a spa house as well, and kind of, pretty big, actually big windows in the house for an East Coast home. And Carl Lewis, who is a major Olympian, he's moving back to Texas, so good deal.
I guess if he could maybe up the price tag a little bit if he left one or two of his medals behind, but I guess he's not doing that.
Yeah, exactly. And there's solar power throughout the house, so it's a very eco-friendly place.
Cool. Dominican Republic, what have you found there?
Yeah, so this is very unusual. This is a man named Drew Montague, who's a sportsman, philanthropist, and an heir to the Guinness banking fortune, has put a large home in the DR as part of a resort, and the house is on its own peninsula. On 3 acres, and it's really, really private, and it's part of a resort called Casa de Campo, which has golf courses. It has its own movie theater, restaurants. So you're really part of a community there. There's also a small airport that's part of the resort, and the home has 2 private beaches. It has a tennis court, organic gardens, an orchard. It also has a heliport if you want a helicopter into the DR from wherever you live. And there's a large main house plus a 3-bedroom guest cottage and servants' quarters. So it's really a compound. And that's for $16.5 million.
Get a lot of bang for your buck there for $16.5 million. All right, now finally, this next house, I'm very intrigued by this in Virginia. It has a tunnel in the house. Now, hearing tunnel strikes fear into the heart of those of us here in New York who actually commute. We don't want to have anything to do with having to commute through tunnels, but this is actually in the house itself, right?
Yeah, so this is a property. It's in McLean, Virginia, and it's one of the most expensive properties on the market in McLean, which is a 10-minute drive from DC. And it's a little over 3 acres. And the owners actually bought 2 separate lots and combined them. And so on one lot, they built a quite large main residence. It's 15,000 square feet. On the other lot, they did plans to build a swimming pool, basketball court, a sort of sports complex, and they were going to connect the 2 properties through this underground tunnel. Now, the owners didn't actually build that sports complex, but they did build the tunnel. So if you buy this house, you could either build a sports complex that is connected underground through this tunnel, so you can go play basketball in the rain and not go outside, or that second lot is actually zoned to be separate and can be sold separately. So you could buy this property for $15 million and then flip that other second lot and not build that sports complex. So it's actually pretty flexible. Or you could use the old owner's plans and build your basketball court and pool and have a whole gym.
Yeah, or if you just need a little alone time, you can go hang out in your tunnel. All right, Lauren, thanks for being with us. Appreciate it.